Welcome to the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 256. The first setup of the day was submitted by Max. Honestly, normally I would be like, oh, that wool's kind of stupid. Like, I mean, I don't really grasp why it says city and all that, but I mean, it is cool and it would work well with the setup, but I think the setup's got more issues than the wool. Because now I'm thinking about usability and I'm like, who in their right mind is like, yeah, just the best spot. This goes well, works well. The speakers are having a hard time. You know, the right one's fine. The left one's kind of like, I think I just stand right here.
Because like, doesn't that look a little weird? Like, right?
No, that's sometimes. I mean, that does look like, you know, the Photoshop brush, and he just It does kind of look like he cut around. Oh my god, did he cut around that? My dude used Photoshop! Since Max cheated, we gave him a 10 because he's a little bitch. The next setup was submitted by Tom. In the beginning, it was so dope when this wallpaper came out. It was like, oh my god, it's so cool. And then people started to do this. I will give him props saying that he didn't put them both facing the same direction. At least he did the flip. The speakers, which sure they're water speakers, but the right one is just doing its own thing right now, looking the other direction. It's like, I'm not talking to you. I'm so mad.
I'm playing music over here.
Yeah, I'm not doing it for you. I think the left one's doing that as well. We don't have full confirmation there. That's the worst spot ever. And the reason I say that is because you have room to the right. Obviously, the left is your door, but to the right, you can put it over there.
You know what? It's like, it's kind of weird how he has the canvas posters like directly above each monitor and they're not the same size, so it kind of looks off. And then he has another poster that's above the right one. It just seems like the wall space is underutilized and just weirdly placed. I would figure out a different way on how to do that. Yeah. The mouse pad, always get an extended mouse pad, that'd be great.
Tom scored a 72. The next setup was submitted by Jonas. You should really know what I'm going to talk about right off the bat. And the fact that your right speaker is playing hide and seek is really driving me insane. And it's not like there's some little shitty cube speakers or some little water speakers. They're pretty nice studio monitors. The fact that he has the TV off to the right, but the TV is running off of his computer, but the TV isn't usable at all from his setup. So I'm assuming that's his bed that we're seeing in the very little corner, which I don't think even shows up on stream.
No, it doesn't. I like the banners and all that, but they're being blocked for the most part.
Jonas scored a 70. The next setup was submitted by Sam. You know, I look at this setup though, and I really do like what you're going for the most part. You know, the fake plan I'd advise against that, you know. Theme's not really there for me, and I think that was the biggest issue. Sam scored a 76. The next setup was submitted by Oliver. This was set up when he was on episode 154. He said that Matt had some good ideas. Obviously! Let's see it now. Whoa, 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 whoa! It is a pretty good setup. I do like it. I think it's very, like, theme, though, is still just, I don't really feel a theme. I feel like the rest of your room has more of a, you know?
So what does he add to his actual setup? Are you critiquing just his setup theme? Because
I would probably just set the room on fire. Oliver scored a 94. The next setup was submitted by Kenneth. The whole pumpkin thing, though, throws me off because it's like,
yeah, because he submitted back in like February, so it's like...
Yeah, I just can't imagine it being like Valentine's Day and you're like, you want to see my pumpkins, bubba? Speakers is something I always talk about. Headphone stand or something like that would be nice.
The wall over here, you know, it's orange wall and all that's cool, but I feel like it's missing something in the middle. That's all. Yeah. Just a little something something. It doesn't have to be the same size as the two posters left and right. Maybe something like a canvas poster to go in the middle.
Maybe pumpkin decal.
Pumpkin decal blends into the wall because it's also orange, but yeah, sure.
Kenneth scored a 78. The next setup was submitted by Joe. Now you might be looking at this saying, that doesn't line up with anything you just read, Matt. It's because that's the old goddamn photo. Everyone stop, okay? Hammer time. No, seriously, there it is. That's the new setup. The things that I'm obviously going to critique are just outside out of mind. The left part of the little dresser drawer thing right there is just complete overkill. He was saying the foam is going to be LED panels, so it's like those stupid ass things that people, well, I mean those really cool things that Joe's going to put up on his wall and it's going to look so good. I never really liked those things, but I think with his setup it would actually work because he's white on white on white on white on white. So at least this would add like a huge punch of color to the photo, which would be really nice. Joe scored a 74. The final setup of the day was submitted by Anthony. Such a hatred for this. The monitor riser, the little cradle aviation.
Cradle aviation.
Newton's law of physics. I don't fucking know.
One marker for his board.
Seriously though, this is literal cancer, and
just get a new desk, dude. It's obviously probably something you didn't think of back when you first got the desk, but once you get that new desk, put everything on the same desk like the Xbox and, you know, the PC maybe if it has room for it, then you'll be fine. Then work on cable management. Then you'll actually have a desk that works with your cable management. My God, Anthony scored a 38. Oliver walked away with first place with a 94. Thanks for watching the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 256.